All right, let's talk about something that might sound kind of backward. We're going to explore why the real secret to building wealth isn't about showing it off, but actually keeping it totally under wraps. The whole point here isn't to grow your ego, it's about growing your bank account.
And that really boils down to one huge question you've got to ask yourself. The question is, are you building real wealth or are you just building the image of it? Let's dive in and really unpack what that means.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about something called the dissatisfaction treadmill. It's this really subtle trap that keeps so many of us just running in place, always wanting the next thing. And it's probably the biggest hurdle you have to get over if you want real financial freedom. And this isn't just some vague idea, right? It's a real psychological thing called the hedonic treadmill. And the concept is actually pretty simple. Once your basic needs are covered, getting more stuff doesn't really make you happier in the long run. We just get used to it. What felt like a huge luxury yesterday is just normal today.
Yeah, this quote just nails it. It really is like being on a treadmill at the gym. You can run faster and faster, sweat more and more, but you're not actually getting anywhere. And chasing happiness by buying more things, it's the exact same trap.
So, how does this actually look in real life? Well, think about the last time you got a new phone. At first, it's amazing, right? But how long did that feeling last? A week? A month? Before you know it, you're already looking at the next model. And this same cycle just repeats itself over and over with cars, with clothes, with everything. It just keeps resetting the bar. And you know what throws gasoline on this whole fire? Social media. I mean, look at this. Nearly 40% of people feel pressured to spend money they don't really have because of what they see online. So deciding to step off this treadmill, it's not just about saving a few bucks. It's about freeing yourself from a game you were never meant to win.
All right, next up, the price of real freedom. Because here's the crazy part. That constant need to look wealthy can end up costing you the one thing money is actually supposed to give you, which is control over your own life.
So check this out. It's basically two different paths you can take in life. The author of this source material talked about getting stuck in the trap on the left when he was in investment banking. You know, you earn a ton, so you spend a ton to look the part, and you just kind of hope freedom shows up eventually. But the path on the right? That's the escape plan. And the result of taking that second path? It gave him a financial cushion so solid that he could literally walk away from a six-figure bonus and a high-status job because it just wasn't making him happy anymore. Now that is real power. And at the end of the day, that feeling of empowerment, of having options, that feeling of real freedom, it blows the temporary buzz of a new purchase out of the water. I mean, one is a quick hit of excitement, the other is lasting control over your own destiny. It's not even a fair fight. Okay, let's talk about our third point, getting out from under that constant financial anxiety. We're going to look at how a simpler lifestyle can literally pull you out of what feels like a constant, draining survival mode. And believe me, this anxiety is everywhere. Just look at these numbers. A massive chunk of the population is seriously stressed about money. It really makes you think about something Einstein once said. A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness. The guy was definitely onto something, wasn't he? A lot of this stress actually comes from a hidden trap, this kind of domino effect. See, when you upgrade just one big thing in your life, like maybe buying a fancier car, it sets off this chain reaction of other expenses you never even saw coming. I mean, just look at car maintenance. The data is pretty clear. It can cost you 3 times more to maintain a luxury car than a more basic one. So that one upgrade suddenly becomes this constant leak in your bank account, keeping you stuck right in that survival mode. And this is why that gap, the space between what you earn and what you spend, is absolutely crucial. It's not just savings. Think of it as your freedom fund. That's what buys you peace of mind. It's what gives you the flexibility to take a risk or just to breathe a little easier. All right, for our last point, let's bring this all together and connect it to something a bit more personal, the power of authenticity and building real, genuine relationships. So get this. One study found that one out of every 4 Americans has actually gotten into a relationship just for the money. It's pretty wild.
And it just shows when you build your whole identity around showing off how much you have, you run the risk of attracting people who care more about your stuff than they do about, well, you.
There's this really great analogy that sums this up perfectly. Think about your house. The outside, the part everyone sees, that's for strangers. It's for trying to get a little admiration. But the inside, that's for your friends and family. That's where your true self, your real character gets to shine. And it's the exact same with people.
And this quote from Dostoevsky just hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures what real wealth is. It has nothing to do with showing it off. It's all about the inner confidence, that quiet security that comes with it. Just knowing you're stable. That's all the validation you'll ever need.
So we end up right back where we started. The question is still the same. Are you building a life that just looks good to everybody else, or one that actually feels good to you? Are you building an image, or are you building real freedom? The choice